researchers say is behind the massive decade-long spike in youth mental health disorders. That's coming up on the forecast. WWJ News Time 208, traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 8th. Look at traffic. We bring in Jim Hughes.
Thanks a lot, Tony. And the football jam can't help me monitor the areas out there. And this report is sponsored by Bishop Airport. We are crashing to the free right now. And not without some delay out there, though. Westbound Ford Road and Telegraph. We have road work in that area all the way through the 27th. We're seeing solid traffic from Telegraph northbound all the way out in here to 96. Ford Road, there's a backup along that corridor as well. Seeing some work on traffic in the 75 northbound area between Woodward and 375, and also on southbound 75 between Dixie Highway and Pleasant. Again, heavy traffic through those areas right now as the work zone continues. School's out. Let's get away begin to Flint Bishop Airport with inexpensive parking. Quick check-in, non-stop convenience. You'll be on vacation in no time. Start your trip here because a better trip starts with a better takeoff. Flint Bishop Airport, a better way to fly. An accept date happens at 2:18 from the Man's Lumber and Home Traffic Center.
An air quality alert continues to be in effect across the area. Wildfire smoke will be quite thick and will cause extremely unhealthy air quality and poor visibility into the day tomorrow. Easy and smoky this afternoon. Some sun breaks through the high 84 to 88. Easy warm tonight, low 69. Clouds, some hazy sun, and very warm tomorrow with a stray afternoon thunderstorm, high 85 to 89. For Saturday, clouds and sun, quite warm and humid. Shower and thunderstorm or two around, especially in the afternoon. Those thunderstorms can produce flooding downpours and damaging winds, the high 89. For Sunday, times of sun and clouds, less humid, the high 83. Monday, partly sunny and warm, a chance of an afternoon thunderstorm, the high 85. The air quality may remain unhealthy into early next week. This is AccuWeather meteorologist Joe Lundberg at WWJ News Radio 950.
Currently, it's mostly cloudy and 88 degrees in Warren. It's also mostly cloudy and it's 86 degrees in downtown Detroit. Detroiters need to stay informed, and with the free Odyssey app, you can get the best breaking local news coverage from WWJ on the go. Download the Odyssey app today and search WWJ News Radio 950 to get started. WWJ News Time 2:10. New research is highlighting a dramatic rise in mental health issues among American youth. A report from the national nonprofit organization Kaboom found 1 in 6 children from ages 6 to 17 experiences a mental health disorder each year. The CEO of Kaboom, Lisa Ratliff, explains possible reasons for this trend.
The disappearing playground and the emergence of screen time, and what screen time is doing to our young minds, screen addiction that is taking away from real-life experiences that are affecting their mental health, and really their sense of belonging in their community and with their friends.
The report also found that the rate of major depressive episodes among adolescents nearly doubled between 2010 and 2019. That number went from 8% to 16%. Corewell Health makes history for a new heart valve surgery. The single port mitral valve surgery, done to prevent blood from leaking backwards into the heart due to a valve condition, was completed in June. Robotic surgery involves a single incision, decreasing discomfort and the risk of bleeding. Corewell's Dr. Rikish Suri says the patient's recovery has been unprecedented.
He had the breathing tube removed in the operating room. He was eating in the intensive care unit, walking the night of surgery. He walked out of hospital on the 3rd day and was able to help his family navigate the power outage at home with the generator on post-operative day 4. Truly a story and a trajectory of recovery we've never seen before.
Dr. Suri adds that there has been a lot of interest from other patients in that procedure. Residents who live downriver can try to protect their lungs with free N95 masks. The city of Gibraltar is giving away free masks at City Hall while supplies last. They encourage everyone to limit their outdoor exposure when possible. Now, if you experience a medical emergency or severe breathing difficulties, you're asked to call 911 immediately. If you're dealing with credit card debt, experts say the first step to getting your finances back on track is to understand exactly what you owe. Brian Adams, executive at Lake Trust Credit Union, recommends starting by taking a close look at all of your current balances.
There's a lot of different methods to consider, but really what works best for you starts with analyzing what your debt load looks like. So I always recommend when working with members to make a list of all your current balances, the interest rates, and your minimum monthly payments to kind of help you fit what works into your budget, but also to start looking at ways that you want to attack it.
Adams also recommends identifying areas in your budget where you can cut back and reallocating that money to pay down your credit card balance. He also says another option is consolidating your debt into a personal loan, which can make it easier to budget for a specific payoff date. Coming up in 2 minutes here on WWJ, we'll have the latest on that haze that's blanketing the entire state of Michigan.
I'm Mark Tapper. I've worked at Tapper's Jewelry since I could see over the counter. I did a lot of jobs at the family's jewelry store over the years. But the job I wanted, the one my father made me wait longest for, was diamonds. People would drive for hours to buy a diamond from Tapper's. Still do, actually. I always knew there was something special about diamonds, because it wasn't enough just to look into the case. They wanted to try them on, see what it looks like wearing them. And even as a young person, I couldn't help but notice. Every couple who came to see a diamond left the store walking just a little closer together. I'm a lot older now, and I finally got the job I always wanted when I was a kid. So come to Tapper's together, see the diamonds you've been dreaming of, and speak to someone whose dream was to help people just like you, because there's nothing like a diamond from Tapper's.
Tapper's, tell us your story.
At Tapper's Jewelry, we think a diamond could be a really magical part of your story. Let's find out together.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run, because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Oh, hey, Sarah, did you hear my daughter Katie got Camper of the Week?
That's a big deal. We got a big deal too, right, Mom? Honey, shh.
What's that?
Okay, that Hyundai Santa Fe, I only paid.
Nice. Feels so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days, or 1.9% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Tucson, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Hurry, offer ends August 3rd. Call 562-314-4603 for details. If you're looking to score free tickets this summer, follow Bernstein Box Office on social.
The most local news in Metro Detroit. We always have you covered with breaking news.
When the big news breaks, we are live on the scene.
Keep up to date with what's happening in your neighborhood.
Detroit's news, weather, and traffic station.
WWJ News Radio 950. WWJ News Time 2:15. Weekend will start off hot and humid before we see a cool down and lower humidity by Sunday. We'll have more when we check traffic and weather together. That's coming up on WWJ at 2:18. The air quality here in Michigan had reached hazardous levels today due to the Canadian wildfire smoke. The Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy extended an air quality alert for the entire state through tomorrow. Anyone with health complications like asthma or heart disease should avoid any strenuous outdoor activities. If you're outdoors, watch for symptoms like wheezing, coughing, and chest tightness. Everyone is urged to close their windows. The state also wants people to avoid doing things like outdoor burning and filling up your car at the gas station. About 100 day campers in Troy will have to move indoors today due to that wildfire smoke. Camp Director Jamie Xavier says the Troy Rec Center enables organizers and campers to still have fun despite the smoky conditions.
Thankfully, we have a big indoor space that we're able to utilize. One thing that we can't do inside, we've got a business boot camp, and I think they were supposed to have a car wash today and have families come through and have cars washed. That's something that we'll just push for when it's, safer, hopefully this week, but, maybe looking into next week.
Xavier says drop-off and pickup had to have been adjusted as well, with the normal routine being outside. Correspondent Donna Warder reports on what President Donald Trump is likely to talk about when he addresses the nation tonight.
President Donald Trump has repeatedly said this about U.S. elections.
It'll be fixed, it'll be rigged. People ought to get smart.
Especially the 2020 presidential election, which Trump lost to Joe Biden. On Thursday night, the president is expected to talk about rigged elections and voting machines when he addresses the nation at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Trump has been fixated on his 2020 loss and often brings up long-debunked theories of how he really won in 2020. Democrats warn that Trump is trying to revive false claims of past stolen elections in order to delegitimize the upcoming midterm elections in November. Democratic Senator Mark Warner of Virginia says on X that, quote, Trump is going to use a primetime address to stoke misleading claims about our elections in order to justify interfering in our midterms, end quote. Donna Warder, Washington.
The Texas Department of Public Safety has agreed to conduct its own investigation into the killing last week of an undocumented immigrant by ICE agents in Houston. ABC News' Jim Ryan says the state's Texas Rangers have now been called in.
Governor Greg Abbott, like his fellow Republican, President Trump, has made immigration a cornerstone of his policies. but Abbott's previously full-throated support for ICE was more muted Wednesday.
The immigration laws can be enforced, and stopping illegal immigration from coming across the border can be achieved without shooting people.
At Abbott's urging, the Texas Rangers will gather facts on last week's killing of Lorenzo Salgado Araujo by ICE agents who said the 52-year-old tried to run them over in his van. Jim Ryan, ABC News in Dallas-Fort Worth.
WWJ News Time 218. Traffic and weather together on the 8s. Once again, with a look at your traffic. Here's Jim Hughes.
Thanks, Tony. And this report brought to you by Four Seasons Kangaroo. We watch our football jam cams, finding out a few things out there northbound 75. Crash blocking the freeway ramp to 75 area. We'll let you know when it's up and gone. Westbound Ford Road, Telegraph, we're seeing a right lane closure there. That's actually causing some backups, extreme backups along that corridor. Northbound Telegraph all the way up to 96, you're backed up there, and also backed up on Ford Road. Time for the NECA and IBEW Local 58 construction alert. In the work zone, the delays happening there now as well. Northbound Southfield between Warren and Plymouth, you only have one right lane available there. They're doing some emergency repair. That's causing a little bit of a snarl in that area. And some delays on northbound 75 near between Woodward and 375. Your next update and the next report at 228 from the Man's Lumber and Home Traffic Center.
Over in the Bill Brown Ford Weather Center with today's forecast. Here's AccuWeather meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
An air quality alert is in effect. Wildfire smoke will create extremely unhealthy air quality and poor visibility into the day tomorrow. This afternoon will be hazy and very smoky with some sun, the high 84 to 88. Hazy, warm tonight, those 69. Tomorrow, clouds and hazy, sun and quite warm. Be an afternoon thunderstorm, high 85 to 89. On Saturday, intervals of clouds and sun, very warm and humid with a shower and thunderstorm around. Any thunderstorm can reduce flooding downpours and damaging winds, the high Saturday 89. This is AccuWeather meteorologist Joe Lundberg on WWJ News Radio 950.
Currently, it's mostly cloudy and 85 degrees at Metro Airport. It's also mostly cloudy and 84 degrees in Roseville. Make WWJ and the Odyssey app a part of your daily routine. Besides traffic and weather together, you can also get the breakdown of the biggest news stories that the Detroiters talking every day, just by downloading the Odyssey app and following WWJ.
Bill Jr. here for Kangaroo. And instead of playing roofer roulette, count on a company to hop to it for you. Kangaroo is a sure bet. First estimate to final inspection. You don't just get a roofer, you get a roofing team. And one that's in it to win it.
WWJ News Time, it's 2:20.
I'm Pat Vitale with your Don't Miss List. We are heading into a big weekend for festivals and art fairs. Let's start in Detroit with the biggest and oldest free music festival, the Concert of Colors, now underway with live music, art, food, forums, documentaries, and more across Midtown through Sunday. The Ann Arbor Summer Art Fair is off and running. Here's Executive Director Karen Bauer.
We're back with 1,000 jury-selected artists, some of the greatest artists you'll find across the country, so we're really excited about that. We have 3 stages, covers 30 city blocks, a youth art fair, kids collectors club, so all kinds of really fun things to do at the fair.
Shuttles will be running. If you're worried about parking, you can get all the information at the AnnArborArtFair.com. The Farmington Founders Fest returns tonight, kicking off a fun-filled weekend of live music, great food, a lively parade, artisan vendors, and activities for all ages. It's Hank Williams Jr. at Pine Knob tomorrow night. And then Saturday, you've got the Black Crows and Whiskey Nights Southern Hospitality Tour. I'm Pat Vitale, WWJ News Radio 950.
Get your tickets to Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey in Laser Ultra and luxury of VIP seats exclusively at MJR Theaters, featuring 4K laser projection on a super-sized screen for superior picture and Dolby Atmos immersive sound that you can feel. Plus, relaxed and heated reclining VIP seats surrounded by your own personal privacy enclosure. Get your tickets to The Odyssey starring Matt Damon at MJRtheaters.com.